Ma'am, look your right.
Ma'am, towards your right.
कौन येलो लाइट मारा है पता नहीं। क्रिस्टल जी
चलो हो गया, जानते उसको करने दो।
I got so mesmerized looking at myself. I was going to fall. I'm falling in love with myself, guys.
आप सबको मजा आता है। Come on guys, take a shot. Love you, Krystle. Thank you. Let's do it. Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, Shikha.
I want to have a pic with you.
Yes.
Please, can I?
This camera, please. Hi. Thank you.
Once again, we're going to have your pic and you walk as well. So friends from the media, a pic.
A bit in the center. Yeah. Look at this camera, please. Ma'am, here. Here, ma'am.
Hello everybody, request you to please move into the main stage area because we are starting shortly.
मैम वेट वेट
Ma'am, look here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, request you to please move into the main stage.
Problems in India are extremely diverse and fairly prevalent, and we heard some of that from the earlier speakers today who spoke about dry skin, etc. Right? The second key insight that we discovered was that recommendations are very important for customers when they make skincare purchases. And we have a lot of influencers here today who would vouch for that. And either it's recommendations from friends, influencers, that's a very important step. But something that online does not was that customers are increasingly looking at routines and not standalone products, especially when they start looking at long-term solutions for their skincare problems. So to address all three of these, we have launched the Skin Analyzer, and we are very happy to announce the launch of that, which went live on the Flipkart app today. And we have built this in deep partnership with Modiface. We have some members of the L'Oreal team in the audience, and I would like to express my gratitude for them. I think they've been burning the midnight oil. Our partnership with Modiface, we launched the try-ons with them, which again Amitesh spoke about earlier today. And we are excited to take that partnership to the next step by launching the Skin Analyzer with them. So you will see more about the product. I'll try not to bore you with too much theory anymore, but essentially what the Skin Analyzer does is identify your skin type, ask a few questions on what is it that you want to focus on for your skin, because you can have a certain skin type, but you can still focus on whether you want to solve acne, whether you want to solve firmness, clarity. That's up to you what you want to do. And based on that, give a curated routine of products which are suited for your skin type and the problems you're trying to solve. So this product looks to bring the best of Flipkart's data insights and Modiface's proprietary technology for the Indian consumer. We've tested this product extensively with both users and dermatologists before we've launched it, and we wanted to keep the flow easy to use, but at the same time informative, relevant, and impactful for customers as well. So without further ado, I'll hand the stage back to Nishant and Krystle for the cooler stuff, enough with the theory. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Honestly, what you said was very cool.
Thank you so much, Ravi, for bringing this product for us. I think it's going to help us build the right skincare recommendation for consumers. And Krystle, I understand that you've tried this. Can you help us understand how did you find, did you find useful, what was it?
Okay, this is a blessing in disguise because like I said, I have tried out so many products to find that one product, and this was so simple. I literally had to keep the camera, they focused from forehead to chin, and found the products that I need for my routine. And when I went on it, I'm like, you know, there is for my pores, there's a section. There's something that I want to target on, like my fine lines, there's a section. For pigmentation, there's a section. So there's a section for everything. It's what you want to work on. And I chose the things that I wanted to work on. And I got all of those products, like you can see. I did choose what I like out of it, put it to my cart, and it's almost reaching home.
Awesome, great. Thanks for that, Krystle. That really helps. I would encourage rest of the people also here to try it. Right now, it's live in Experience Zone as well as on the app. Please try it, look at the regime, and buy the best product for yourself. Thanks so much. Thanks, Krystle, for coming.
Thank you, Nishant. I honestly am having a great time at Glam Up, and you guys must check out everything. It's amazing.
Great. Thank you so much.
Look here. Yeah, ma'am, look here. Yeah, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Center.
अरे ऊपर लेना मोबाइल को मैम राइट मैम राइट मैम लुक हियर इधर देखिए ना आजल दिस कैमरा यहाँ पे वन सेकंड एक मिनट
Thank you to our friends from the media. Wow, कैसा लग रहा है आप सबको? Friends from the media. अच्छा busy हैं आप लोग फोटो वीडियो लेने में. Please be here with us. ये मौका है सबको.
मैम काजल जी
Supremely stunning and gorgeous, the one and only Kajal Aggarwal. And her recent wax statue at Singapore only makes her remind of that beautiful pose. She's beautiful inside out and gives us great pleasure to have you here with us. So Kajal, thank you. I think I was being too loud. I was absolutely over. There's something that I've been looking for a very long time. So I usually freeze my samples. And I use coconut water. I always use a ice cream every morning before I come I've never heard this ever. So अब हमें रास करना चल गया काजल अग्रवाल का अंदर का beauty का रास. That's beautiful. What does beauty mean to you, especially in an age of today when we're all hooked on and of course living pursuit of artificial intelligence? There's a lot of emphasis on external beauty, skin, hair, products, and whilst all of that is extremely important, I think it's extremely important to be very conscious and self-aware. It's extremely important to look. Ami Kajal है, क्योंकि आप हमें देखोगे तो हो जाओगे. Right from, we've been watching you in your films, be it from the South or our Bollywood films, everyone stares into your eyes and you get mesmerized. She also acts and speaks volumes. Woo! You too good in selfies, man. I'm horrible at selfies. बहुत अच्छा है. Now listen, I'm going to take your phone away because I have my selfie with Kajal in this. So thank you, it's mine. Kajal, one lovely tip you like to give to all your fans to look beautiful.
Hi, can you come in the center, please? One center. Yeah. Here, look here. Front.
On stage, and let's give her a huge round of applause. I'm pretty sure all of you have been awaiting her presence. Please. Please also have Mr. Param and Ms. Shrita, founders of the fastest growing and the most loved Ayurvedic D2C brand in the country, the Ayurveda Company. Let's give them a round of applause again, please.
Now, first of all, I have to say that all of you look stunning. And please tell us more about the brand. I'll start with you, Kajal, if you would like to enlighten us about the Ayurveda company and the product that we are here for.
Hi guys, a very good evening. Thank you so much for having us. Well, the Ayurveda company is a brand that I've had a great relationship with. It's a brand that I totally believe in, comes from the same sort of morals and ethics that I stand for personally, and hence my association. And coming to Kajal by Kajal, my dear little baby, is extremely special to me, very close to my heart. It's a product that I'd love for all of you to try. Yes, including all the men here. This is a product that's extremely clean, versatile, can be used as a kajal, can be used as a liner. Usually women face this problem of their kajal bleeding, especially when it's really hot or in the summers. So this is a product that does not bleed, and I can vouch for that personally. And it's made of the safest, most beautiful ingredients, which actually takes care of your eyes. So please go try it.
So the Ayurveda company started out of a personal skin problem that I had, that I suffered from for about 3.5, 4 years. And I could only find a solution through Ayurveda. So this brand, of course, is very special to both of us. We are partners in crime, we are partners in life, we are partners in this business together. And we wouldn't have done it any other way. Our association with Kajal started as a brand celebrity relationship, but it has evolved into a family because of the beautiful human that she is and her belief in Ayurveda and the spirit that she brings to the table with respect to the knowledge that she holds about the passion that she has about the products and her personal investment in the growth of the brand. So we're very thankful to have you, Kajal. Thank you so much.
A bit from my side. So the association overall is much deeper and much broader when it comes to real positioning for the new brand TAC, right? India has always known, they know about Ayurveda, but it has never become the mainstream day-to-day consumption brand, because the younger generation, that is the Gen Z, the millennials, the most of the people there that are around have never believed and never trusted Ayurveda. And what we personally, experienced, our journey towards Ayurveda was when she was 25, 26, I was 29, and we experienced that Ayurveda has real power to transform. And from there, it connected with Kajal. Kajal is also a strong believer of transformation of life through Ayurveda. And then the products are a byproduct of the efforts that we have been putting in to, co-create multiple products from revolutionary Ayurvedic ingredients. This Kajal, this is a 100% pure Ayurvedic made in India Kajal. It's not imported as most of the other brands are importing from very few global manufacturers. This is a pure Indian Ayurvedic Kajal, and it has a very long stay. It took almost 8 months to get the first sample out when she actually became the brand ambassador for her baby and our baby care range. And from there, this association evolved into her putting her trust as an investor first, and then coming on board to create the first product as Kajal by Kajal. This is the journey, and we are super excited to partner in with Flipkart. I am dead sure that Flipkart is that Indian e-commerce giant that becomes global and goes deeper into the real Bharat of India, the tier 2, tier 3, young, glowing population. And that's where TAC is also going, because we are catering to that aspirational young emerging population of the country who wants to use good product but at an affordable price point, which doesn't hit the consumer's pocket. That's who we are, and we are super excited to be here with the Flipkart team and look forward to an exciting chat.
Well, thank you so much, Param. And let's now please have Kanchan Mishra join us on stage. And now that you have mentioned about the association with Flipkart, let's get to know a little more about that.
Thank you. Thank you, Param Sridhar. Thank you, Kajal. At Flipkart, we believe in empowering our customers with access to quality products that cater to their unique needs. And as you mentioned, this association is special because it caters to such unique needs like bleeding Kajal, like the unique needs that only Ayurveda can heal. And we are extremely excited about our partnership with the Ayurveda company. Congratulations and all the best to the launch.
Well, I request all of you to kindly settle down as we're all set for a fireside chat with all of you. Let's get to know about the product and Flipkart's association. The stage is all yours, Kanchan.
So, Kajal, first question for you. How did your journey with beauty begin?
I think my journey with beauty began way before I was even an actor. As a young girl, as a college girl, all of us are super intrigued and all of us are super curious to know about skincare. You want to try your first kajal, you want to try your first lip gloss, you want to try your first cheek tint. So at the tender age of about 16, 17 is when I started exploring my journey with beauty and beauty products. And realized that natural, clean and organic care is more important than just the beauty aspect of it.
Interesting. Co-creating anything is a big step and the choice of brand becomes very critical. Why did you choose the Ayurveda company?
For me, it was a very natural fit. The Ayurveda company shares cumulative ethics, cumulative morals. We share a similar vision. For Kajal by Kajal, our tagline and our entire belief for the product is Nazariya Badlo. We're not just trying to sell the product, but we're actually trying to create awareness as well as a shift in perspective, which is, according to all of us, the need of the hour. And that really struck a chord. And it was just the faith, the transparency and the trust that I had with Sridhar and Param.
Nice. Sridhar, Param, what role do you see Flipkart playing in your journey of the Ayurveda company and or the product specifically?
So, in addition to Flipkart catering to the metro consumers, we believe that it will also cater to the real Bharat, which TAC really aspires to touch. We see that a real growth lies for us in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and for us, because we are also growing omni-channel, we see a very strong vertical growth, a very strong vertical penetration across tier 2, tier 3 cities, in cities like Indore, Bhopal, Jaipur, in cities like Sikar, in cities like Kochi. Probably, not the top of the list for a lot of, D2C brands, but these are the cities that are giving a lot of deep green signals for us. So we believe that that's where the real meat lies, and that's where I think the online to offline journey and the offline to online journey for us in the real Bharat for us could be covered by Flipkart. Param, would you like to add anything?
So, for us with Flipkart, the way Flipkart is also, the best thing is that, we are young entrepreneurs. Kajal has been working, if you actually understand that, her journey is also, she was very young when she started working and worked for, say, 365 days in a year when you sit and listen to her. We have worked our, I cannot name, but we have worked actually our asses off in terms of, last 4 years putting in to create a brand. And Flipkart, coming out of severe competition from global giants, one severe competition in a vertical category leader, and still now generating that kind of mass GMV in the beauty personal care category, and that too from the not so fickle consumer, because tier 1 consumers are very fickle because they are flooded with choices every day. Tier 2, tier 3 is where, you still have certain better percentage of retention. So that's why we are very bullish on this association, and we expect that, there is also an affinity towards Ayurveda in that market. So we are absolutely sure that Flipkart and Tag has a very long journey. We also want to become, say, in next 1 to 2 years, at least top 10 contributing brands in your GMV. And how do we, travel that journey together with the kind of evolution your team is doing, overall Flipkart is doing, and how we also keep on acquiring more consumers and retaining consumers along with you. And that's how I feel that this is a strong partnership, the way we partnered than the way we partnered. And I feel Flipkart is that delta which we now look in our e-commerce journey. We have, in the initial phase, we have started off strong offline push already. But we know that, we need one strong partner online. And I'm dead sure that it's Flipkart.
Very nice. Brand with it. It's hard in Ayurveda, built in Bharat, made for Bharat, and through a platform that is loved by Bharat. I love it. Kajal, you talked about Nazariya Badlo. What has been your Nazariya Badlo moment in life?
It's difficult for me to precisely state that one moment. Nazariya Badlo for me has become a way of life. As an actor, as a public figure, I believe that it's my responsibility to set the right example. And living my life in the most appropriate, influential manner, in the right kind, setting the right kind of precedence, is my everyday Nazariya Badlo. I work on it each and every day.
Very inspiring. Thank you so much for partnering with us in the journey, and I wish all the best for the launch.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Lovely chatting with you.
Thank you for having
Looking
us.
forward.
Well, now's the time we launch the product, Kajal by Kajal. Kajal, the stage is all yours. All right, let's give that a round of applause. Kajal Badlo, Nazariya Badlo, what a line. All right, I have to say that it has been a very, very inspiring evening, and the fact that you mentioned, please stay with us. Please, we still have a very important part of the evening, but the fact that you mentioned, Kajal, that you need a Kajal that doesn't melt. I'm sure a lot of women are listening to you and, of course, relating to you. Well, as we shift gears to the next part, I have to thank everybody who's here. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we witnessed the launch of a remarkable product, Tak Ayurvedic Kajal, with its natural ingredients, unique formulation, and the elegance of the brand, and of course the brand ambassador, Kajal Aggarwal. This product is all set to redefine beauty. And now, with Kajal, Shridha and Param and Kanchan, let's celebrate the launch by cutting a cake. So we'll have that on stage in a bit, where you can go ahead and take your pictures, and we will get the cake on stage.
Thank you, Parineeti, for really coming here, and let me formally, say welcome you to the event.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I must say it's a very fun crowd. We were sitting backstage and I was hearing some hoots and whistles. So good. Good. I always love it when it's a fun crowd.
Great. Before you came on stage, we are speaking about beauty, okay?
Huh.
And I'm sure because the crowd here is very specifically for that particular aspect, they have a lot of questions. So what I've done is, in my limited understanding of beauty, I have really figured out what are the things that would be essentially top of mind for the people here, and I would be asking those really questions.
Okay, now I'm getting a little nervous, guys. I don't have some big secrets, but I'll try.
All right. First question is, what makes beauty so important for an individual? And how do you define beauty and personal care in your own words?
I feel like the word beauty has been used and abused sometimes. Sometimes people think beauty means a lot of makeup. Sometimes people think beauty is a great physique, 6 abs for the boys or whatever. What, 6-pack for the boys and, the perfect figure for the women. For me, beauty is when you feel good about yourself. Honestly, everybody's made differently. Sometimes your hair can look good. It can put you in a good mood. Sometimes you're wearing an amazing outfit. It can make you feel good. Sometimes the weather is so good. It can make you feel good. To me, beauty, or when I feel beautiful, is when I feel comfortable and happy. And then I don't really care about how I'm actually looking. Does that make sense? I could be really happy in my chappals and sweatshirt and I think I'm looking fab. And sometimes I could feel like wearing like a sari with jhumkas and full on makeup, and I think that's beauty too. So I think beauty is about how you feel and not how you look.
That's actually quite insightful. So it's more internal rather than necessarily
external. Yeah, and I know that everybody says it's internal, but like so many people can't be wrong. I really genuinely feel beauty is definitely internal.
Perfect. So what is your beauty regime? How often do you change that?
Some of you have laughed because I'm going to be exposed now. The truth is I have no beauty regime, guys. I'm honestly one of those people who literally washes their face, puts on a moisturizer, lip balm, and I'm out of the house. And I don't have any nighttime 87-step skincare routine. If you come to my bathroom, you will see an empty counter, only my face wash and moisturizer, I swear to God. And this is something I've learned from my dad and my dadi and my mom. None of us own like 35 different products. If you need it for your skin, if you need it for medical reasons, if you like using it, if you like how it smells, you must buy the products that you love. For me personally, simpler the better. The more minimal it is, the better it is. And I've just felt like the more I let my skin breathe and my hair just be, the better it somehow turns out looking the next day. So lesser the better is my regime. Also, I'm lazy.
I think a part of my next question you have already addressed, but maybe
this happens a lot. I over answer questions and then usually people keep checking their questions. They're like, oh, सारे answers इसी में दे दिए.
इसी में आ गए.
हाँ, correct.
So,
ये होता है.
Now, since you have already, now you know what you want to buy or what you want to do that.
Yeah.
What is the most important thing to think about while say buying a beauty product? A part of that you already answered, but if you can just explore a bit more that.
Honestly, like everything else in the world, one size doesn't fit all. So do not listen to somebody and start using things on yourself. 99% it will not work. You need to do a trial and test, and unfortunately that may be a long process for some because some people have sensitive skin, some people have sensitive hair, some people have brittle nails. Whatever is the beauty regime that you're trying to adopt, please do it on your own. A trial of your own is absolutely necessary. Don't blindly do what others are doing. Take advice from skin experts, take advice from websites, read about it, etc. But do trials with small quantities and then you will know what works for you. That's what I feel.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
In general, what we have seen is that for the last few years, online has become extremely important for Indian consumers as well as outside. And beauty and personal care have become more so.
Yeah.
Have you bought online or when you buy online, essentially, what do you think about, or what would you essentially suggest what to look at online, which makes sure that you do address whatever you have been speaking about till now?
I exclusively shop online actually now. I can't focus in a store anymore. I mean it. When I'm traveling abroad, I feel like today I'm going to go to the mall and today is the day of shopping. And I go to all these stores and I come out with nothing because I just feel like the variety and the ease that online shopping brings, honestly, on the floor, I just don't feel the same. And this is the truth, genuine truth. I mean, you know that online scrolling that you do on social media, etc. at night, I do it online shopping, putting in carts, sending to my stylists, be like, ye bhi. You know, that's me at night, guys. So I just feel like the convenience is very big today. Today people want to save time, people are busy, they want access, they want variety, they want convenience, and that cannot come from going to the floor anymore. At least for me, and I know I speak for most people that I know, it's the same. So I literally buy even my toothpaste online now. Like I buy everything online. It comes into your hand, into your house. What else do you want?
That's absolutely the...
Yeah, you have to walk like 2 steps.
You don't want to walk 2 steps as well.
Not that also. Yeah.
Perfect. Good. See, I think one of the things that we see also online is you get a wide variety of products. Right?
Yeah.
It is, you keep on scrolling, you'll keep on seeing new items.
Yeah.
When you understand your personal skincare needs, how do you essentially figure out what product is right for me, what to look at? What exactly is the way that you really think about those products?
I think reviews. I think people online are pretty brutal. You know, if they don't like something, they will write and make sure they write like 5 times about it saying, do not buy this. I think reviews can be trusted to a great extent. So for me, real people talking about the stuff that they've bought, you know, a face wash, or a lip balm or a shampoo, whatever. I think people really go out there, make the effort and write things to help, or maybe just to vent. I don't know. But it helps. You can I think you can sift through a lot of stuff. That's
I'll
what I
ask
think.
you a very personal question.
Please go for it.
More essentially to me. See, I have a dry skin.
Ah.
Okay. When I go and shop online, one of the aspects that I see is that a lot of people who may be reviewing items may not have the same level of dryness as me.
Correct.
Okay. How do I address that? I mean, when you look at product, is there a way to figure out, you know, this is my skin tone, this is my... So how do you essentially figure out what is the right product for you?
Sir, जब तक कुछ taste नहीं करोगे, कुछ smell नहीं करोगे, how will you ever know? That's what I started with. You never judge a book by its cover. Unfortunately, that is the one weakness that we face in online shopping. The only way to do is, now there's so much of flexibility that websites offer you. You can buy, you can return, you can exchange, you can try. There are small quantities. It's not like you have to buy a 100 ml bottle for everything. So you must try. Every person is unique and nothing is going to work for everybody. So to me, honestly, when you have dry skin, I may have dry skin, the other person may have very dry skin. The 3 of us will never ever work with the same product. So unfortunately for me personally, if you ask, it has to be a trial and error, nothing else.
Understood. And I think one of the aspects that actually technology does well is to get you that particular information. Absolutely right. So in the subsequent sections, you will also hear about a product that we have built that actually addresses that specific part.
Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you very much. I know I have a lot more questions than this, and I'm sure people here also have a lot of questions. But first of all, thanks a lot for coming in. And thanks for being so insightful here.
Thank you so much. It was lovely meeting you guys. I will now go and do some actual shopping. I will go and do some window shopping. But thank you so much, guys. Have a great time. Shop a lot. You're in good hands. Sir, your dry skin, don't worry. Flipkart hai na.
Thank you. So for actually opening of the event, I would like to invite Kanchan
to check. Well, Parineeti, you have to actually just announce that we are finally live. So go ahead. Yes.
We need your opening.
Yes, we need your enthusiasm and your spirit to go ahead and say that the Flipkart Glam event is now live.
Oh, really? Let's do it together. Come. Come, sir. For all types of skin.
Very dry.
All right, we officially announced the Glamour Fest is now live.
Let's give that a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Have fun, everyone. Good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Parineeti. Well, guys, let's give that.
थोड़ा सेंटर क्या लिखा है भाई भाई फोटो कर फोटो सिलेक्शन हो गया भाई एक सेकंड थोड़ा पीछे लगा भाई यहाँ पर देखिए भुवन भाई भाई थोड़ा हिम्मत कर भाई यहाँ पे भाई 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 ये कैमरा डन 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 थैंक यू भुवन सर बढ़िया जाओ एक सेकंड ना भाई थोड़ा एक सेकंड ना वो लोग गए मेरा कंपनी वाले buddy please just get a second.
We've got Bhuvan in the house, and moving on, we've got Meghna Parao, Director, Facebook, E-commerce and Retail, joining us on stage. Please give her a huge round of applause. And may I also please invite our moderator for the discussion. It's Kanchan Mishra, Senior Director of FMCG, Home and General Merchandise at Flipkart. Welcome, and the stage is all yours. Well, see you soon. Enjoy the discussion.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you all of you for being here tonight. It's a really special day for us. We are hosting the first edition of our offline event, Glamour Fest. E-commerce is evolving, and the way customers shop is evolving. We've moved from selection, value, convenience being enough. Customers are seeking trust, inspiration, aspiration, education. And hence, we are looking at the new era of e-commerce where content becomes very important. We have a very esteemed set of panelists with us here today. My first question to you, Sukhleen. Good Glam Group is unique in having brands as well as content platforms under one umbrella. What role do you see content platforms and content commerce play in building brands?
I think today, if you look at everyone around us, all of us are making purchase decisions either by choosing a product that we read about or by selecting a product that we try based on our e-com purchase. So if digital is becoming ubiquitous, it's impossible to make a choice for a brand without having an authentic recommendation, which is where the role of influencers come in. Influencers give you their unbiased perspective, their own experience of the product. They make the product story come alive to you. So for brands, that authentic conversation comes alive with the influencers. So creator world becomes highly relevant. The second important pivoting leg is content. Now, content is not what brands want to say. Content is what viewers want to read. And in that realm, when people are putting out their stories, if brands can be woven in, that's a very organic way of seeding a brand. So for us as a company, our vision is very straightforward. How do we actually create a very authentic consumer journey where we can marry content, creator, and commerce? And the fourth vertical that we've just recently launched is communities, where we can also give consumers a chance to experience the products through very intimate relationships in offline settings. So it could be either on offline or via WhatsApp, but get a deeper engagement with consumers one-to-one. So in that context, it becomes extremely pivotal, especially for brands that are born on digital.
Thank you for that. And you're right. In Flipkart's small journey of live commerces and influencer-led commerce that we've done, we have seen over millions of customers engaging. A lot of them coming in from Tier 2 plus, largely seeking the trust and the connect that you're talking about. Meghna, you're an influencer in your own right. Given your experiences, how do you see content commerce evolving globally? And how do you see India catching up to the trends, or does India behave uniquely?
Firstly, I think the influencer tag goes to someone else here. I'm only busy working with the influencers and learning from them. But on that note, I think India, the one word I'll say is Reels. And I think we can't think of this entire ecosystem without Reels in it. And one very interesting fact to see that India is truly at the leading edge of trends is in the world of Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram. Reels was India was amongst the first countries where we launched Reels as a global company. Yeah, and today it's just taken it over completely. We see almost 24% of time increased where people spend time on Instagram since the launch of Reels. And even more importantly, when you connect it to commerce, in India, about 80% people say that they have seen a product on a reel and then engaged with that business. Almost 77% of them say they've bought something because they've actually seen a reel. And the other very cool thing is it's not just passive consumption of content. So on reels, engagement is very, very high. So just in internationally, about 2 billion reels have been shared. And in India, about 97% of the people that we did a survey with say that they have themselves shared a reel. So I think that's the really, really nice part about content, where it's not just one way, passive, I see it and that's it, but I actually see it, experience it, and use it to make a purchase. And their creators have such an important role to play. So influencers, creators, we call them creators. And that's the other side to it, where India's on a fast path to be definitely the #1 country in terms of number of creators on Meta platforms. So I would say the number is almost like 100 million creators exist today in the country and very, very fast growing. So it's a beautiful synergy across that ecosystem.
Very interesting. 100 subscribers on your channel, 70 million followers on Insta. Wow. Tips for brands and influencers here. How do you make engaging content? And how do you make content that's relevant? What do consumers look for?
First of all, a very good evening to all of you. यार content engaging कैसे बनता है? मैं I go with this personal thing which is gut feeling. I'm sure यहाँ जितने भी लोग हैं उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ के मेजर डिसीजंस जो हैं, बड़े डिसीजंस हैं, वो गट से लिए हैं अपने, कि मेरा गट कहता है कि ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए. When I started, I knew that if I want to penetrate the masses, if I want to enter each and every building of this country, I need to make my content relatable. ये relatable, I know एक बहुत ऐसा word है जो बहुत overuse हो गया है, हर कोई बोलता है कि relatable बनाना है, but मेरे साथ actually 8 साल पहले, अभी 5 दिन में 8 साल हो जाएंगे BB की वाइन्स को, और मैं यही सोचता हूँ कि why has it worked for me in these 7 years? It's because relatability. I know that I've seen people in my DMs, on mails, or when I meet them in person, they tell me कि वो जो समीर, बनछोड़दास और भुवन की जो बातें हो रही थी ना कल परसों की वीडियो में, वो हमारे साथ हो चुकी है. So that's why it's a responsibility on me that whatever I say, I have to make it relatable so that people feel okay, he's a part of us. And I feel similarly, thanks to the Man Company, हम लोगों ने जो भी किया है साथ में, आप पहली चीज तो ये, आप किस तरह कंटेंट, क्या कंटेंट लोगों को दिखाते हो वो तो एक बात है, लेकिन आप किस तरह उसको प्लेटर पे सर्व करते हो, it's a art in itself. And I think the Man Company has played a really good part in that, क्योंकि लोगों को इतना एक्सेसिबल फील होता है. मैं अगर अपने केस में बोलूँ तो बहुत ही ज्यादा एक्सेसिबल फील है कि हाँ ये एक प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट भी है, लेकिन जिस तरह प्रमोशन किया गया है, जिस तरह लोगों तक एक बात पहुंचाई गई है, वो बहुत हर महीने में रिलेटेबल है. एंड आई थिंक इट हैज वर्कड रियली वेल फॉर द मैन कंपनी एंड मी एज वेल.
Thank you on that. From commerce platforms and influencers evolving in the era that India is entering in terms of retail and commerce.
I think when you think of content, you definitely.
आई एग्री विथ यू मतलब गए वो दिन जब पेड एडवर्टाइजमेंट से कुछ ज्यादा खास फर्क पड़ता था. अभी तो आई फील कितना ऑर्गेनिक हो गया. मेरे को याद है अभी मैं लास्ट वीक बाथरूम टाल ले रहा था और कभी नहीं ऑनलाइन मैंने ऐसी चीजें ली. हमेशा आप जाके फैब्रिक चेक करते हो तो सबसे पहले नेचुरली क्या करेगा आदमी. मैं गया, मैंने पहले रिव्यूज देखे. मैं फ्लिपकार्ट पे जाके मैंने रिव्यूज पढ़े और रिव्यूज में टॉवल के बारे में लिखा था कि हाँ जी इसका फैब्रिक ऐसा है, ये पहले वॉश के बाद ऐसा हो जाता है. सो यू बिलीव इन दैट क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आप जैसा कोई स्क्रीन के उस तरफ कहीं कंट्री में बैठा है जिसने बोला है हाँ ये लेना चाहिए. सो आई फील उसको ऑर्गेनिक बनाना जैसा आपने बोला इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट. मैं अगर अपना एग्जाम्पल दूं तो आई वॉज ऑनर्ड दैट द मैन कंपनी के साथ वी लॉन्च्ड आवर सिग्नेचर सीरीज लिमिटलेस एंड इनफाइनाइट. और हमने यही म्यूचुअली डिस्कस किया कि इसको बेचेंगे नहीं, बोलेंगे नहीं कि ये ले लो, ये बढ़िया है, ये ऐसा है वैसा है. मैं क्या करता हूँ, मेरे को मजा आता है. इंस्टाग्राम पे मैं लाइव जाता हूँ और मैं जो भी कॉलर सबसे पहले आएगा मैं उसको लाइव अपने साथ ले लेता हूँ. एंड देन वो स्प्लिट विंडो नहीं होता जिसमें यू कैन टॉक टू देम. सो दैट वर्कड अ लॉट फॉर अस क्योंकि उसके अंदर मैंने उनको समझाया कि लुक दिस हैज वर्कड रियली वेल फॉर मी. मतलब अगर तुम लोगे, तुम बोलोगे तो मैं भिजवा दूंगा. अगर तुम इसको यूज करोगे तो प्रॉमिस करो कि आगे तुम 10 लोगों को बोलोगे कि ये इट वर्क्स. सो आई फील दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये अब समझ गए ना हम लोग भी कि क्या क्या बोलने पे क्या लेना चाहिए. और जब तक आपके पास फर्स्ट हैंड एविडेंस नहीं है किसी और का बोला हुआ कि ये रिव्यू इसका अच्छा है खराब है, आई थिंक हम लोग इतना इजीली डिसीजन लेते नहीं. सो आई थिंक वो ऑर्गेनिक रहना हर चीज अब तो नीडलेस है ये बोलना, बट इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
You are so right. On Flipkart as well, we see the power of user-generated content is huge. Over 80% of our sales actually happen of products that are rated very, very highly by our users. And that is what customers relate to. And I echo what all of you have said really. Content commerce is here to stay. When platforms like Meta, brands like MyGlam and influencers like Bhuvan come together with Flipkart, we have seen magic happen. In an hour, we've seen sales spike by 30 times over. And that's when all of us are just starting to scratch the surface. So kudos to all the influencers out here. And the journey for all of us has just begun. I'm sure that we have a lot of excitement ahead of us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for them. And I have to tell you, there's a big takeaway for me myself. I think Bhuvan Baum and all our panelists have spoken about how to be creative, how to be relatable, and more importantly, gone are the days when you really push your content, is because people out there are very, very smart. Now, dignitaries, I would request you to kindly surround this big box because that's where the spotlight is and the stage is all yours. If you need a mic, go for it. Okay, all right. Well, with that, now that we've shifted gears into the very next segment, which is the product launch, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to the next one, I have to tell you all that Kajal Aggarwal will be joining us very soon on stage.